Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmud Hassan, Assistant Teacher Agriculture, Greenfield School and College. Today I will discuss about influence of weather and climate on crop production. This is under chapter 4, lesson 5. In this chapter, the main theme of this chapter is weather and climate. So, the title of the lesson 5 is influence of weather and climate on crop production. In our previous lecture, I have discussed about lesson 4, season neutral crops. Now I am going to start lesson 5. Element of weather and climate is very important, such as sunlight. Sun is the source of energy. Sun is the source of all type of energy. So without sunlight nothing will be possible. It is impossible to grow crop without sunlight. We know that plants produce their food through photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process by which plant can produce fruit. A plant can produce food in their body, and without energy a plant cannot live. So photosynthesis is the process of producing food in their body. In this photosynthesis process, oxygen is released into the air and we live by taking the oxygen. So sunlight is not for the plant but for also animals. Directly or indirectly we depend on sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, water combined with carbon dioxide to produce carbohydrate in the leaf of a green plant. As per the need of the sunlight, plants are divided chiefly into two types. Example, light loving plants and shadow loving plants. Maize and sugarcane grow well in full sunlight, while tea and coffee prefer shade. So we can say that maize and sugarcane is light loving plants, and on the other hand tea and coffee are shadow loving plants. The day length to which plants are exposed influence production of flowers and fruits. On the basis of the sensitivity to day length, plants are divided into three kinds. That is A, long day plant, and number B, short day plant. Number C, day neutral plant. We have recently discussed about season neutral plant. Season neutral plant are also day neutral plant. Okay. The first category is long day plant. What is long day plant? The plant who need 12 hours in a day to produce flowers and fruit is called long day plant, such as house rice, jute, ash gourd, snake gourd, sponge gourd, etc. On the other hand, we can say that the plants who need less than 12 hours a day is called short day plant. They can produce flowers and fruits less than 12 hours a day is called short day plants. Example: wheat, mustard, almond rice, amloki, Indian spinach. Day is short in winter and night is long in winter. So, in winter season, we see wheat, mustard, almond rice because the plant needs a small amount of light, or duration of light is 12 hours or less than 12 hours. On the other hand, summer crops needs high time of day length, so they are called long day plant, such as house rice, jute, ash gourd, snake gourd, sponge gourd, etc. And lastly, the day neutral plant. These plants can produce flowers and fruits under any day length. That means they do not think about the duration of sunlight. So, they do not need to wait for sunlight. So, they are day neutral. They can produce flowers and fruits at any time, such as groundnut, banana, tomato, cotton, etc. The another element of weather is heat. There is a relationship between heat and crop. Heat influences and survival influences the survival of plants. A plant survives on the basis of heat. If heat is maximum, the plant may not survive, or it may be minimum or less than minimum, then the plant may die. So, plants are very much dependent on heat. Some plants need cool weather, cool temperature. Some plant need cool temperature. Some plant need hot temperature. Some plant need moderate temperature. So, heat or temperature is the main thing. For these plants, choose minimum, optimum and maximum temperatures. These three temperatures points are known as cardinal temperature. Cardinal temperature will be different for a given plant depending on its variety and species. The distribution of crops in a given area is controlled by cardinal temperatures. On the basis of need of temperature, cultivable crops can be divided into two categories, namely cool season crops and hot season crops. Now I want to describe what is cool season crops and what is hot season crops. Cool season crops. These crops prefer to grow in low temperature. Example: wheat, potato, chickpea, lentil, cauliflower, knolkole, etc. For growth, these plants require minimum 0 to 5 degree, optimum 25 to 31 degree and maximum 31 to 37 degree Celsius temperature. Number B, hot season crops. These crops grow in high temperature. Example: jute, rubber, cassava, etc. For growth, these plants require minimum 15 to 18 degrees Celsius and optimum temperature is 31 to 37 degrees Celsius and maximum is 44 to 50 degrees Celsius temperature. Rainfall. Water is very important for plants. So rainfall is very important for plants. Plants depend on water retained in soil. Rain is the key source of soil moisture. For this, the amount, hour and fall of rain is very significant for crop production. Because of rainfall variance, different types of crops grow better in different areas of the world. Now, air current. Air current means flow of air to a direction. Air current controls respiration of plant. Air current controls photosynthesis of plant. Air current controls pollination of flowers. So air current is very important for plant. Relative humidity in the air. What is relative humidity? Relative humidity is the percentage of water in the air. Relative humidity is the percentage of water in the air. If the water percentage is high, that means high humidity is favorable for crop in their initial growth phase. At the granulation stage, low humidity may cause shrinkage of the grains. Granulation stage. What is granulation stage? Rice is a grain crop. Rice produces grain. The seed of rice is called grain. The process of formation of seed in rice crop is called granulation. On the other hand, we can say the process of formation of seed of wheat plant is called granulation. On the other hand, we can say that the crops that produce grains and the formation of producing grains is called granulation. Rice, wheat, maize produce grain, and the way of formation of grain is called granulation. So this is very simple. Too much humidity in air props up the spread of diseases and insects. Now this is last one, dew and fog. Sometimes dew and fog can create a favorable environment for the spread of diseases in the crops. In this chapter, we have recently learned what is photosynthesis, what is short day plant, what is long day plant, what is light loving plant, what is shadow loving plant, etc. So in a short, I want to review this chapter. In this chapter, elements of some weather and climate that influence on crop are discussed. The most important element is sunlight, and that this the importance of sunlight is discussed in this lesson. Next, we have discussed the classification of plants on the basis of duration of sunlight. Next, we have discussed heat loving plants, or plants that produce under a fixed temperature. And in this paragraph, we have learned the cool season crops and hot season crops, and we have learned the temperature duration of cool season crops and hot season crops also. And the next element of weather and climate is rainfall. How rainfall influence on crop production, we have discussed about it. And lastly, we have discussed on air current, relative humidity in the air, and dew and fog. And this is very important chapter for your examination, and in the next class you will see some important MCQ on this chapter. So thanks for watching this video.